Now to the important stuff, marriage. Without question, civil marriage enhances the welfare of the community. It is a social institution of the highest importance. Civil marriage anchors an orderly society by encouraging stable relationships over transient ones. It is central to the way our society identifies individuals, provides for the orderly distribution of property, and ensures that children and adults are cared for and supported. Marriage also bestows enormous private and social advantages on those who choose to marry. Civil marriage is at once a deeply personal commitment to another human being and a highly public celebration of the ideals of mutuality, companionship, intimacy, fidelity, and family. It is an association that promotes a way of life, not causes, a harmony in living, not political faith, a bilateral loyalty, not commercial or social projects. Because it fulfills yearnings for security, safe haven, and connection that expresses our common humanity, civil marriage is an esteemed institution, and the decision whether and whom to marry is one of life's momentous acts of self-definition. Neither Margaret nor Brandon has entered into the decision to marry lightly. Brandon, in fact, took so long in deciding that Margaret doubted that he would ever ask. But he did ask, and she agreed to it. If there is anyone here who knows of any reason that these two should not marry, who supports Margaret in her marriage to Brandon?
We do.
Margaret and Brandon have chosen passages to be shared during the ceremony that reflects their lives together and their feelings for one another. First, a passage from William Goldman's novel, The Princess Bride.
Do you love me, Wesley? Is that it? He couldn't believe it. Do I love you? My God, if you were a grain of sand, mine would be a universe of beaches. If your love were... I don't understand that first one yet, Buttercup interrupted. She was starting to get very excited now. Let me get this straight. Are you saying that my love is the size of a grain of sand and yours is this other thing? Images confuse me so. Is this universal business of yours bigger than my sand? Help, Wesley. I have the feeling we're on the verge of something terribly important. I have stayed these years in my hovel because of you. I have taught myself languages because of you. I have made my body strong because I thought you might be pleased by a strong body. I have lived my life with only the prayer that some sudden dawn you might glance in my direction. I have not known a moment in years when the sight of you didn't send my heart careening against my ribcage. I have not known a night when your visage did not accompany me to sleep. There has not been a morning when you did not flutter behind my waking eyelids. Is any of this getting through to you, Buttercup? Or do you want me to go on for a while? Never stop. There has not been... If you're teasing me, Wesley, I'm going to kill you. How can you dream that I might be teasing? Well, you haven't once said, I love you. That's all you need? Easy. I love you. Okay? Want it louder? I love you. Spell it out, should I? I-L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Want it backward? You. Love I. You're teasing me now, aren't you? Well, a little maybe. I've been saying it so long to you, and you just wouldn't listen. Every time you said, farm boy, do this, you thought I was answering as you wish. But that's only because you were hearing wrong. I love you was what it was. But you never heard. You never heard.
Next, a poem from Taylor Molly's collection, What Learning Leaves.
Falling in love is like owning a dog. First of all, it's a big responsibility, especially in a city like Atlanta. So think long and hard before deciding on love. On the other hand, love gives you a sense of security. When you're walking down the street late at night and you have a leash on love, ain't no one going to mess with you. Because crooks and muggers think love is unpredictable. Who knows what love can do in its own defense? On cold winter nights, love is warm. It lies between you and lives and breathes and makes funny noises. Love wakes you up all hours of the night with its needs. It needs to be fed so it will grow and stay healthy. Love doesn't like being left alone for long, but come home and love is always happy to see you. It may break a few things accidentally in its passion for life, but you can never be mad at love for long. Is love good all the time? No. Love can be bad. Bad love, bad. Very bad love. Love makes messes. Love leaves you little surprises here and there. Love needs a lot of cleaning up after. Sometimes you just want to get love fixed. Sometimes you want to roll up a piece of newspaper and swat love on the nose. Not so much to cause pain, just to let love know, don't you ever do that again. Sometimes love just wants to go out for a nice long walk because love loves exercise. It will run you around the block and leave you panting, breathless. Pull you in different directions at once, wind itself around and around you until you're all wound up and you cannot move. But love makes you meet people wherever you go, people who have nothing in common but love. Stop and talk to each other on the street. Throw things away and love will bring them back. Again and again and again. But most of all, love needs love. Lots of it. And in return, love loves you and never stops.
Third, a passage from Philip Pullman's novel, The Amber Spyglass.
Oh, Will, she said, what can we do? Whatever can we do? I want to live with you forever. I want to kiss you and lie down with you and wake up with you every day of my life until I die. Years and years away. I don't want a memory, just a memory. No, he said, memory's a poor thing to have. It's your own real hair and mouth and arms and eyes and hands I want. I didn't know I could ever love anything so much. Oh, Lyra, I wish this night would never end. If only we could stay here like this and the world could stop turning and everyone else could fall into a sleep. Everyone except us, and you and I could live here forever and just love each other. I will love you forever, whatever happens, till I die and after I die. And when I find my way out of the land of the dead, I'll drift about forever on my atoms until I find you again. I'll be looking for you, Will, every moment, every single moment. And when we do find each other again, will cling together so tight that nothing and no one will ever tear us apart. Every atom of me and every atom of you will live in birds and flowers, in dragonflies and pine trees and in clouds, and in those little specks of light you see floating in the sunbeam. And when they use our atoms to make new lives, they won't be able to take just one, they'll have to take two. One of you and one of me will be joined so tight.
Finally, Richard Bach's reflection on soulmates from his memoir, The Bridge Across Forever.
A soulmate, a soulmate is someone who has locks that fit our keys and keys to fit our locks. When we feel safe enough to open the locks, our truest selves step out. And we can be completely and honestly who we are. We can be loved for who we are and not for who we're pretending to be. Each unveils the best part of the other. No matter what else goes wrong around us, with that one person, we're safe in our own paradise. Our soulmate is someone who shares our deepest longings, our sense of direction. When we are two balloons and together our direction is up, chances are we've found the right person. Our soulmate is the one who makes life come to life.
Brandon and Margaret have written their own vows, as I'm sure you expected.
Margaret, the voyage of life is uncertain
Perilous at times,
and at times wonderful.
but wherever you sail,
Wherever we sail,
you'll never sail alone.
when you hunger, I will be the fish that sustains you.
When you hunger,
When you are cold, I will be the sun that warms you.
When you are cold,
When the sea is still, I will be the wind that fills your sails.
when the sea is still,
When storms rage, I will be the anchor that holds you in place.
when storms rage,
When you are lost, I will be the star that guides you home.
when you are lost. Brandon, the voyage of life is uncertain
Perilous at times,
and at times wonderful.
but wherever you sail,
Wherever we sail,
you'll never sail alone.
May I have the rings, please? There are three rings in any marriage: the wedding ring, the engagement ring, and the supper ring. We hope that the latter can be held to a minimum. This is the point in the ceremony when people usually talk about the wedding bands being a perfect circle, having no beginning and no end. But we all know that these rings have a beginning. Rock is dug up from the earth. Metals are liquefied in a furnace at 1,000 degrees. The hot metal is forged and cooled, and then painstakingly polished. Sometimes beautiful is made from raw elements. Love is like that. It comes from humble beginnings, made by imperfect beings. It is the process of making something beautiful when there was nothing at all. Brandon, if you would place the ring upon Margaret's finger and repeat after me. I, Brandon,
I, Brandon,
take thee, Margaret,
take thee, Margaret,
to be my wife,
to be my wife,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
for richer or poorer,
for richer or poorer,
in joy and sorrow,
in joy and sorrow,
for as long as we both shall live.
for as long as we both shall live.
Margaret, you would place the ring upon Brandon's finger. And repeat after me. I, Margaret,
I, Margaret,
take thee, Brandon,
take thee, Brandon,
to be my husband,
to be my husband,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
for richer and for poorer,
for richer and for poorer,
in joy and sorrow,
in joy and sorrow,
for as long as we both shall live.
for as long as we both shall live.
I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss your bride.
What are you going to do?
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Brandon and Margaret Bullard.
So how's it feel to be married?
So far, so good.
Hasn't blown up yet.
I love you. We did it.
Yeah.
Minimal tears.
What was the baseline?
Well, I have to change.
Oh, that's right.
Beautiful. Congratulations.